So if you see behind me, that's never a good sign. Especially at a mud show. Fortunately, we have Tim Horton, so that's keeping people somewhat energized. Hey, Tanner, we got coffee. Did you get coffee? There's a whole box of coffee. I don't know where Laura put it, but we got breakfast sandwiches. Did you get them? And a whole big ass box of hot coffee. I know. Sorry, my bad. Stop. So it's in there. Just take whatever you want, dude. Seriously. So at any rate, everybody's in good spirits considering how crappy of a day this is so far.
The sun's starting to come out, man. Weather's going to be good. Maybe dry track off.
It's the rain at 7, so hopefully it's after the show. But so we blew a motor last weekend. We didn't blow the motor. We had some internal damage to the motor in Cleveland with Michael's truck. It caused him to miss 2 elements, which are the only 2 elements, and I mean elements, not shows. He missed 2-wheel and freestyle the last event of the year, and that for him and Yoho and the whole team was the only 2 elements they missed in the last 2 years. So Excalibur was 2 elements away from having another perfect season of not missing anything. I think as a team as a whole, those 2, and I think I missed 3 total this season, so 5 elements. I mean, we don't want to miss any, but and nevertheless, I'm kind of going off on a rant. But lost the motor last week. The guys worked this week on Monday. Joe Sylvester let us stay at his shop because it's very close. So they swapped out the motor on Monday, and now we got it 100% for today. As you saw, if anybody that saw the videos, yesterday Michael won freestyle and best trick. So it was a sweep for Excalibur. We got a lot of great trucks, got a great lineup, but the show is difficult. It's money. And, we had to make some changes on the fly. It was a little bit hectic, but we got through it. It was a good show. And the fans in Mansfield loved it. People were just screaming. They thought it was the best. Nobody left. Everyone stayed till the end. Even though it was still raining and drizzling, nobody left. The track seems really happy with it, and I'm hoping today's going to be even better. But right now, we got to get through this. So we did Michael's motor on Monday. Here it is on Saturday. Less than a week later, we got another motor with internal damage. So
heard it was similar, right?
Similar-ish. We don't really know what's wrong with the other one. We just know that we think we broke a connecting rod or just took out a lobe on the cam on Michael's. This one's a little bit different. We couldn't get fire. It wasn't syncing. It wasn't talking with the EFIs. I thought it was an EFI issue. And it turns out the number 1 cylinder wasn't moving, so it didn't have a reference point. So that's why it wouldn't fire and it required further investigation. We'll find out that there's broken rockers, something in the top end like can't fix that stuff on the road. At least we can't. We're not at that level yet. So we have a motor builder who's going to take care of it. Luckily we always carry a spare bullet in the old trailer. So the spare motor on our trailer got used. The spare motor on Nick's trailer is now getting used. I think we have one more at the shop. Yeah, we have another motor at the shop, and I got a brand new one ready to be picked up. So we got 8 motors on this team, 1 spare for each. So we'll get reloaded and have those. But at any rate, for today, we got Brooke getting this ready. She wants to drive. She wanted to drive yesterday. Oh yeah, here we go. There we go.
Saying hi to everybody in the chat too. See a lot of people in here.
So Nick found this yesterday. Unfortunately, Nick, tell them what you found.
So we got the lobe on the exhaust that's broken off the camshaft, and then it also broke the rocker stand bolt for the intake and exhaust. So right now this has a ton of pressure, but it also broke the lobe off the cam because none of these valves are moving. I'm pretty sure these valves are bent. This rocker right now is in a line exhaust port, so they probably even touch the pistons as well. I'm not be surprised.
Dropping knowledge for the fans. They're like, I did not know that. I didn't know how that works. That's what we're here for.
It's not moving. We couldn't get reference.
We can stick it back in the truck and fire it up.
We just fire it up real quick. Yeah, no, we're not going to do that. This one's going to go back to motor builder and go get 20 free fresh. So, what else did you find, buddy?
And
That's it. I'll give you an idea. I mean, I can't get the oh, and Tanner's here. Tanner's been helping us out. He brought his truck here. Do you have a name for him?
Got to make some suggestions for his name for his truck now.
Well, he already has Tannerized. His name is for sale.
Ah, that's a good name sometimes.
Well, it's for all of you that are interested in buying. Is it still up for sale? Kinda, yes, kinda no. Maybe getting for who knows what's happening. But if anybody wants to buy Tannerite mega truck, I believe you're selling it turnkey. So anybody that wants to go in the mega truck, hit up Tanner. Anyway, Tanner's helping us out this weekend while he's doing his two-wheel drive. What is it? Pro 4. Sorry, Pro 4. How'd you do yesterday anyway? First time I ever drove the truck, ended up.
What was the first couple laps like then, man? Oh.
So for those of you that don't know Tanner used to work for
Yeah.
he used to work for a company. Now he works for talk about an Eddie chassis. It's an Eddie chassis, and Tanner does a lot of the stuff with Eddie. So for those of you that don't know Tanner's a big part of Eddie's operation over there, and he's building those chassis as quick as they can.
Hey, it looked good as a monster truck when you ran that too. Had the big tires on it.
So you hit that body accident on their truck.
After last night, though, he's a truck cross racer now.
Yeah, and look who it is. We're live, right? So, I'm sure if you're big monster truck fans, Joe Sylvester has put on this event. He is hooked up with Matt Tiff and the group here at Mansfield Speedway. And I was telling them earlier, had a great fans loved it. Nobody left.
No, I mean,
For as muddy as it was,
it's uncommon to not see stands thin out a little bit for freestyle just because kids get tired, cranky, whatever, especially in weather like that. And so to see a full grandstand in freestyle too, that says something for the quality of the show overall. I mean, and Matt and his staff did such a great job, because we had so many things we had to adjust on the fly, trucks breaking, schedule changing, communication losses on radios for drivers, us who couldn't communicate. It was a nightmare. So when we're trying to pick up the pieces down in the infield, they got stuff going on their jumbotron, and it's keeping the fans going. So it was really a solid show. It was about as good as you could get. The conditions we had to work.
How valuable is it having like a NASCAR guy come in, a guy that's used to racing, come in and take over a speedway like this? Does it make it easier on you as a promoter?
He understands this side of it, the racing side of it, and he understands the business side of it. So he gets it all. I also can't say enough good things about working with Matt and his staff. They've been so awesome to work with. They're all fun, lighthearted, chill. We get along with them. They're receptive to all of our ideas. It was really been a good time to work with them. I'm glad I'm honored to kick off the inaugural season here.
Yeah, because it was supposed to be last week, and then that got rained out. And then monster trucks are no wusses, so we go rain and shine.
We're the first event here.
Preferably shine.
Yeah.
Tonight's supposed to be a packed house, and I'm happy for them that we're able to do that and put on a good show for the fans at Mansfield.
And it's not supposed to rain till 7-ish. Let's hope it's maybe like midnight, and then it can pour like a son of a gun. We don't care. That would be awesome. Is that okay?
Hopefully they're completely wrong, because I got to tear the track down.
Okay, so hopefully
All right,
rain till midnight
3 a.m.
Monday
Yeah.
Monday night.
Yeah.
Let's do that for Joe.
This weather is unbelievable.
And it was crazy yesterday. Like he was talking about having to go on the fly. We talked about if it started raining, we weren't going to be able to use the race lanes for the buses to go over. We were going to have to back up. So Brooks was having problems, and I guess as soon as I cinched down, I ended up pulling my comms out of my helmet, so I have no comms whatsoever, and I'm afraid to get unstrapped because then I don't know if I get called. Well, I guess they were yelling at me. I thought they were telling Brooke to fire up and go, but when she couldn't fire, they were telling me. So then you drove over, and then I go over there and I'm like looking for the lights. I see a light way over there. I'm like, okay, the light's not doing anything. And I'm sitting there staged, ready to go. All of a sudden, I see a guy running out, waving the flag. I'm like, and then Nick was gone.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, I need to go too.
We thought you would be able to see Vinny in the flag stand. Turned out when you were staging, you couldn't see Vinny. He's over there waving the flag, waving the flag. You guys just so Scott grabbed the checkered flag out of the trailer and went at the end of the track.
Is that what it was? Okay. So yeah, between the mud and the lights reflecting off the leg sand, we can't see.
What happened in the finals?
Finals?
Yeah, yesterday it was going to be you, and then it was going to be Mike.
I don't think me and I raced in Virginia Giant. I don't think we were supposed to race. I don't think. I think
We got all screwed up because so did much miscommunication. We ended up running 3 semifinals.
Oh, we did?
Yeah, because you didn't win. And
I was like,
oh, so it's your fault. That's
somehow
fine.
you ended up
Yeah.
I got told to go. That's all.
There you go.
We ended up running 3 rounds of semifinals. I didn't even know that until breakfast this morning. My guy was like, yeah, we had 3 semifinals last time. I'm like, how the hell did that happen?
I tried.
Nobody can talk to each other. I don't know what's going on.
I tried.
He tried to sneak in the back door.
This is what happens when the show kind of literally all this had to change within the last 30 minutes.
They were all wet. Nothing was working right, you know.
So, but we got through it, and the fans. All that matters is that the Speedway's happy. The fans had an awesome time, and they were all talking about how great it was. And I'm like, guys, that's they all loved it, and that's all that matters.
Even better today with a little dry weather. Yep.
Yeah, we don't remember this rain. So Monday midnight. Yeah. So we're opening and we're getting this back in there. We'll get her 100%. RII, drive shaft, drive cage, transmission's all done on mine. I think I told you on the way over.
Yeah.
So we got to fix that, but it should be good.
Hello, Marvelous Matt from people in the comments. Is that the new name?
But yeah, we got to thank Johnny for calling us up and helping us be a part of this event. I know we had one truck down, but we made it up with Michael down freestyle.
Yeah, the timestamp.
So he did a double freestyle to make up for Brooks, and then mine breaking the ding, drive shaft. It's been, so it is what it is. Hopefully today's going to be better. All right, Joe. Thank you. Thanks for taking the time.
Appreciate it.
I'll see you in a little bit.